Welcome to the Society Insurance Risk Control Program on proper spill cleanup to reduce the risk of slips, trips, and falls at your business. How you respond to spills at your establishment is important. Do you have a verbal or written spill response plan? Have you trained your staff how to respond? Or do you expect that the first person to find the spill will deal with it? Spills are too important to be left to chance. Slips and falls are the leading source of injury for Society Insurance policyholders, and number 2 nationally. You need to have a plan, and you need to train your staff. This training session will explain why a formal spill cleanup plan is important for your business, how a spill cleanup plan can prevent injury and save money, the essential elements of a spill cleanup plan, and the basic steps for cleaning up a non-hazardous spill. Note that this training program is intended to help you properly clean up a non-hazardous spill. A non-hazardous spill involves non-toxic material, such as tracked-in water from rain or snow, or spilled food products. This training does not apply to a spill or leak of toxic material, nor does it apply to a spill due to blood or bodily fluids. These would be hazardous material spills, which require more specific cleanup methods based on the product that has been spilled. They also require a higher level of employee safety training and an increased level of employee personal protective equipment. Spills will happen. Something is dropped, an appliance leaks, or water is tracked in during bad weather. Most spills are not large and do not require a major spill response, but if left unattended, they will likely result in an injury. And as a business, you want to maintain a safe place for customers and employees alike. Maintaining a safe place reduces the risk of employee and customer injury and can reduce your liability. As an example, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration safety standards for general industry require the floor of every workroom shall be maintained in a clean and, so far as possible, a dry condition. A quick and orderly response to a spill reduces the risk of an injury occurring, is a demonstration of your staff's professionalism, and shows you are responsive to the need to maintain a safe place. The best way to have a quick and orderly response is to develop a spill cleanup procedure with assigned responsibility for the cleanup. This spill cleanup plan would be another element of your overall workplace safety program. Who is responsible for cleaning up a spill? Do your employees know that if they come upon a spill, it is their responsibility to ensure it's cleaned up? Spill response can't be taken for granted. It must be planned for through employee training before the spill occurs. To accomplish this, develop the spill response plan that begins with the requirement that the first person who finds the spill is responsible to ensure it's cleaned up. It doesn't make any difference if the first person is the general manager, seating host, or a member of the front office staff. If they are the first to find it, then it is their responsibility to take action. This assignment of responsibility must be backed up by training. For new employees, it should be part of their orientation. For existing employees, it should be part of a shift meeting at least once per year. Your spill response plan will need a spill response kit. How large or extensive the kit should be depends on your operation and the size of your business. At a minimum, the kit should include, but is not to be limited to, mops and buckets, a broom and dustpan, paper or cloth towels, large sponges, kitty litter or absorbent granules in a spill sock, wet floor signs, and personal protective equipment such as plastic or non-latex gloves. The essence of the kit is that all of these elements are stored together in the same place ready to use. They are not spread around the back of the house or in multiple storage closets. In a larger facility, you may need more than one kit strategically located to ensure a prompt response. You can also place the smaller items in a small tote or on a cart that can be easily brought to the site of any spill. Please note, when purchasing wet floor signs, purchase those that are at least 36 inches high. At 36 inches, they are more visible and less likely to be a trip hazard. As soon as a spill is found, look for the source. Is it a leaking water line or spilled product? And take steps to stop the source of the spill. At the same time, it might be necessary to stop the spread of a spill. This can be done using a spill sock. A spill sock, as shown here, is a tube of absorbent material that will absorb and retain the liquid from a spill. Wet floor signs should be put in place. If the spill is large, then someone should be stationed close to the spill to direct customers and employees away while another employee retrieves the spill cleanup kit and wet floor signs. Move or remove any mats or loose rugs, as well as tables or supplies, to ensure that the spill is fully accessible. Remember to use the correct mop. A mop normally used to clean up grease or oil around equipment should not be used to clean up water or clean walkways and entrances. The employee cleaning up a spill needs to protect themselves from slipping, which is why we recommend all employees wear slip-resistant footwear. However, cleanup technique is just as important as footwear. A small spill can often be cleaned up using paper towels or cloths and the floor wiped dry. But if the spill is too large to just wipe up, then it is time to break out the mop. When cleaning up a spill, start with a mop that has been fully wrung out. A damp mop will be more absorbent than a dry mop, but we don't want to add more water to the spill, so ensure it is well wrung out. Position the bucket to one side of, but close to the spill. In this way, if you need to wring out the mop, you will not lift it over already cleaned or dry floor. Begin cleaning at a point furthest from the bucket and clean towards the bucket. Just as you do for normal floor cleaning, the mop should be moved in a figure-8 pattern to clean the floor sections directly in front of you. You should also flip the mop halfway through and wring it out if it appears to be saturated. For large spills, it may be necessary to rinse, wring, and repeat the process until the spill is fully cleaned up. Whenever possible, clean up a spill by working in from the edge of the spill, keeping your feet on the driest part of the floor. Small spills that can be reached from all sides should be cleaned up by stepping to the side and around the spill, always keeping your feet on dry floor and cleaning towards your bucket. For larger spills, spills that are tracked in from an exterior door or are leaking from an appliance, clean by mopping into the spill. Begin by mopping from the outer edge of the spill towards the source. This will require you to walk on a damp floor, but avoids you stepping into the spill itself. Stepping into the spill increases the risk of a slip and fall, and may spread the spill by tracking it onto previously dry floors. As with small spills, try to position your bucket where you can clean towards it. Larger spills will require the mop to be rinsed and wrung out frequently, and the water in the bucket may also have to be changed if it becomes contaminated. After rinsing and wringing out the mop, repeat the procedure until the spill is fully cleaned up. Depending on what you are cleaning up, tracked in rainwater or spilled food and grease, the bucket may have to contain more than just water. If you are cleaning up spilled food or grease, the bucket should contain a cleaning agent appropriate for your floor type and mixed in the correct proportion. Cleaning floors properly is a science. When it comes to floor cleaning chemicals, more is not better. Our goal with spill cleanup is to remove the immediate hazard. There will be an opportunity to clean this section of the floor again during the regular floor cleaning schedule at closing or during non-peak hours. After cleaning, you can often let the floor air dry, but wet floor signs should remain in place until the floor is completely dry. However, air drying alone may not be enough if the spill occurred in a high traffic area, such as a main entrance. If this is the case, consider wiping the floor dry with paper towels or cloths, or using a made-for-the-purpose floor drying fan as shown here. These fans direct strong air currents along the floor, some over 2,500 CFM, cubic feet per minute. When the floor is dry, remember to remove the wet floor signs. When wet floor signs are left on dry floors, customers and employees eventually ignore them because they are always there. Then, when you really need to warn them of a spill, they are ignored and an injury occurs. In summary, spill cleanup cannot be left to chance. It requires a plan, assignment of responsibility, and employee training. Failure to clean up spills properly or promptly increases the risk of an employee or customer injury and increases the risk of litigation for failure to provide a safe place. Remember, fall is a season, not a reason for injury. You can reduce the risk of serious injury to your employees and customers with a spill cleanup plan and regular employee training. Are you prepared to protect your business? Thank you for allowing Society Insurance to help you help yourself. Find more risk management resources online at societyinsurance.com.